it's Bree, the owner of Itty Bitty Berry, and I'm going to show you what I got done this week. So this is part 2. I am prepping for a fairy festival coming up towards the end of April. So I have some more like mythical, magical makes and just some smaller makes because since it's a fairy festival, there's going to be I'm assuming a lot of kids. They're supposed to have a fairy parade, face painting, all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Let's start with some of the just smaller, not necessarily magical makes. So I have one blue axolotl. This is made with Elise Voluto, and I think those are 14 millimeter eyes. And this pattern is by Crochet Grove. So one blue axolotl. Next I have a Demigorgon. This is the Itty Bitty Demi by Just a Mom Crocheting, and this is also in Elise Voluto. Next I have a hanging possum. This pattern, I can't remember the designer, but all the patterns will be linked down below for you. This one has 10 millimeter eyes, and he's kind of looking sideways. He's like, boop. This is Parfait Chunky is the gray, and the black, white, and pink is Big Twist Posh. Let's see. Oh, and then a couple more. I have 2 of these little mini blueies. I figured these would be good for a kid event. These are by Rainbow Door Shop, I'm pretty sure. And then the felt eyes, I bought these from Lumiel Art on Etsy. So these are really cute and tiny. I usually sell these for between 8 and 10. I sell these for 10, these for 8, and these between like 14 and 15. And then one last one, I have this like little minty colored penguin. He's kind of looking off to the side. I kind of shifted the baubles too far over, but he's still really cute. And I sell like my little chubby birds between 8 and 10. Now in the 2, I think I still have, yes, I still have some more little ones. So let me grab those. I have, looks like 4 of these little capybaras, and these are made with Parfait Chunky, and this is by Sweet Beans Crochet. It's a free pattern on Instagram. I have the little embroidered eyes, but I typically sell these. I put these in my $5 bin. I wish I could sell them for a little bit more, but I just feel like the $5 price range is right for these. I still make money on them, just not as much. But I feel like the $5 price range is good, and I sell a lot of these at the $5 price range. Oh, and I forgot, the penguin is made out of Elise Voluto, and the yellow is Chenille Basics from Premier. Next I have, I don't know if you guys have probably seen these. It's a free pattern on Instagram and has a YouTube tutorial. These are, let me grab them all. Sage the Bunny from the Crochet Carpenter. I made one and was a little confused at first because I tried reading the Instagram pattern and had never made any of his patterns before. So in my brain, I think I know what I'm doing and then not reading the directions fully, and then I just get confused. So I had to watch the YouTube video, and I still would pause it and be like, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing, and then still mess it up because I wasn't paying attention. But these are, they have the little finger puppet, so I did the finger puppet. Without the finger puppet, I think these would take like 15 minutes. With the finger puppet, I think they take me like between 15 and 20. But they've got the little fluffy tail, and I embroidered the eyes since I figured they would probably go to little kids. But this is Sage the Bunny, and I just think it's so cute. After I made one, it was so easy. It was so easy. They're so fast. They're so cute. This one is in Elise Voluto, and then these 2 are also Elise Voluto. These are 2 newer colors of Elise Voluto. They're kind of like a bloom type yarn, so I've got the pink and the blue. I'm thinking 8 to 10 on these little guys. I think I'm going to do 8. I might make more because I just had so much fun making these. These are a really fun pattern. I really recommend those. Then I have more of the little chicks with hats. So I have the mushroom, the frog, and the bunny. So the bunny I freehand and the mushroom I freehand, but the original pattern on Instagram is the frog hat. And this is Elise Voluto, and the yellow is Premier Basics. Same on these, Elise Voluto, Premier Basics. Elise Voluto, Premier Basics. And I think these all use... These are 12 millimeter and these are 14 millimeter eyes, I think. And same on the frog, 12 millimeter with 10 millimeter eyes on the top. And I sell these little guys for $5. Next, I made this little moth. And I think he came out so cute. It's supposed to be a lunar moth, but I didn't end up doing like the little tail pieces or the purple, because I spent a lot of time on this, more time than I wanted. Looking at the pattern, I was like, oh, maybe it'll be like an $8 make. I think this is going to be more of a $10 make, so I only made one. I'm not sure how well they would sell at $10, but it's mostly the wings because you're working in the round. So they're pretty... They take a good amount of yarn. The body's really fast, and you just have the bobbles, and the little antennas are crocheted in. The only thing you're sewing are the wings, but it's the wings that eat up most of the time and the material cost. But other than that, this is a really cute pattern. I think this is Elise Voluto, and this is Bernat, and this is Bernat. Next, this is another free pattern on Instagram. Is this little frog. Look at his little mushroom hat. He's so cute. And I did the little embroidered face on this one. His little hat. This is all, no, this is Elise Voluto, no. This is Elise Voluto, and the hat is Bernat, both the red and the white. And I think I'm going to sell these guys for $12. There's that one. This one is a little wizard frog. He has a little wizard hat. I like this one better than the other wizard frog that I previously made, because the other one, the cape was like, the cape makes it look awkward. This one doesn't have a cape. I still think you can tell it's a wizard with the, at first you couldn't without the stars. I wasn't going to do the stars, but then it just looked like a party hat. So I put the stars on it, and I think that makes it look more wizardy. And he just has this little meat face, like, you're like, will I get my wish granted? And he's like, perhaps. That's it. And then next, this one I modded. There was a butterfly type fairy frog in there, but I didn't necessarily, so in the pattern, this is what the frog looks like. It's just round with the hat. It does not have baubles for the eyes. So I modded this one to have baubles for the eyes because I didn't necessarily like the flat look, because then it didn't look as much like a frog to me. So I just added baubles. So with the flat head, the fairy one had like a flower and the wings, and it was a lot more detailed. So I gave the bauble eyes, and then I just free-handed these little fairy wings, and I just sewed them on. He almost looks like he could have a little butt. I should have added a butt. But yeah, I just did some magic rings and sewed them on. And this one just has this teeny tiny little mouth and the little blush. This one I think is my favorite. This one's so cute to me. And then last plushie make of the week, because I also worked on something else. This is another free pattern on Instagram, and I just love how cute this little guy came out. There was different hat options. Here's without the hat. This little duck is all no-sew. He's supposed to have a butt. I did not do the butt, but you can kind of see where there's an indent where you're supposed to put the butt. And then you can do like a frog hat, a bear hat, and I think just a regular bucket hat. So I did the frog hat, and the hats do seem like just a little bit big, just a little bit, but they're still really cute. I mean, look at him. He's adorable. This is Bernat Blanket, and this is Elise Voluto. And I'm not really, maybe like 14, I think, for this guy. I don't remember how long I spent on him. I think he takes around an hour, a little less than an hour, I think. And then, so I've been working for the Fairy Festival. I wanted to like crochet something to wear, and there's a lot of patterns that I really like. And so I had this whole outfit planned, and I started the outfit a couple weeks ago. But it was taking a long time, and it's really hard in between market prep and Etsy orders to sit down and crochet something just for me. So I abandoned the outfit idea and just left it as a whip. And I plan to finish it in the future, but I don't think it's going to be done in time for the Fairy Festival. So I started on the hat piece to the outfit. So this is what I've just been working on in the car when we're going places. I still have some more rows to the brim yet to go, and then there's like a ruffle underneath because it's like a mushroom hat, and then you make the little mushrooms on the top. This is a pattern by the Twisted Hatter, and then, yeah, then you have the little mushrooms on it and some little mushroom dots. But I'm also thinking about, I have these pink mushroom beads. I'm kind of thinking about putting one like dangling from here and maybe some on the border, or maybe a bow. I don't know. I have lots of ideas for this, but I just don't quite know yet. I need to actually finish it first, and I'm really hoping I finish it in time for the Fairy Festival. But it's super cute. My giant knotted yarn right there. Ignore that. Let's turn that to the back so you can't see it. But then you're also going to see my stitch marker, but there. The brim is supposed to be flat, so I'm hoping as I crochet out more, it's more flat and less wavy, but I think this little mushroom hat is going to look so cute. So I'm excited to finish this one, so we'll see if that gets finished. As I finish it, I will give you guys more updates on that. And that is what I got done this week. I'm excited for the Fairy Festival, and I hope you guys stick around and tune back in next week to see what else I prepped for the Fairy Festival. Bye! Don't forget to like and subscribe.